Big Sean, why don't you want to marry Jhene? I want to know. Why don't you want to marry her? What did she do? Hey y'all, welcome back to Just a Girl Talk. My name is Jhene. If you are new here, if you're new, of course be sure to hit that subscribe button. Make sure your notifications are on so you never miss an episode. And if you are a subscriber, welcome back to the channel. So, I'm a married woman and I want all the amazing women out here to be wives as well. So, a couple days ago, an interview Big Sean did with Charlamagne came out, and you know, they brought up different topics, but one topic in particular he brought up was marriage. And Big Sean did a lot of rambling in my opinion, but I'm gonna go ahead and drop the clip and let's come back and talk about it.
When y'all from getting married? Like, y'all already did one of those secret industry weddings?
No, there has not been a secret industry marriage. It's a little personal, you know what I mean? But just like, to be real with you, just like any people who have dealt with love, we've had our ups and downs, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's still finding the right navigation through it all. To me, marriage symbolizes like the best relationship. You know, people be like, oh, you got to get married. To me, I feel like having a relationship is first and foremost, and like marriage is a byproduct of that. And I feel like a lot of people get the idea of like, oh, you have to get married. But then it's like, to me, that's almost a fear-based way of thinking too, because then people be getting divorced. And I don't like putting our personal business out there like that either. But there's a lot of work that needs to be done, I feel like, in general.
So if you heard what I heard, it sounds like he has no intention on marrying Jhene AIko. Now, they've been together for, I believe, 9 years. They have a child together. They appear to have a beautiful relationship from what we can see. He did share, you know, they have ups and downs like any relationship. No one's perfect. But him rambling on about, you know, marriage, why get married, and what's the operating out of fear, and he brought up the divorce rates and being divorced, and we still got work to do. But when you get married, the work doesn't stop. And all I heard was excuses about how we need to do the work, or we still got work to do overall, is an excuse in my opinion. Also, what I heard was, she may not be the woman I want to marry, right? And that makes me think about, like, we have this idea of celebrities, and I know Jhene AIko might seem from the outside looking in, again, real chill, real calm, real cool, but we don't know her in a relationship, right? I know that she was previously married before for a period of time. She has a daughter with her, you know, with Amarion's brother, but we don't know her in a relationship. So for me, I'm just thinking about, okay, who is she as a woman, as a partner, that he's still, in my opinion, coming up with all these rambling and excuses and reasons why they're not married yet. You understand what I'm saying? And now, again, the idea of marriage has been skewed in so many, you know, over the years, and people have made marriage this thing where it's a bigger commitment than having children, which is insane. If you can have kids together, you can be married. This is my opinion. If you can decide to, especially if you plan to be a parent with this person, like, we plan this out, we're going to become parents, we're going to have a child together. If you can make that effort and plan it out, you can be husband and wife. So as I was processing the conversation and my thoughts on it, and through all his rambling, like I said, it just sounds to me that he has no intention on marrying her. So when you think about what marriage is, and I know marriage has been tainted, and people have this, I don't know, people have put marriage in this box of perfect. And if the marriage isn't perfect, I don't want it. If the marriage is not perfect, I'm not doing it. If the marriage is not perfect, I'm not staying. And that is so unrealistic, and it's not fair to your partner, because no one's perfect. We're humans. We make mistakes. And as I said, him touching on the work has to be done, you're going to still have to do work. Like, waiting for the perfect time to marry someone after not, like, for me, like, it's 9 years and you still are like, well, I don't really know. We got work to do. Baby, you might be on year 29 if you're waiting for the perfect relationship before you get married. Now, he did touch on you need to have a relationship first. I think in general, what I believe is you need to have a solid foundation, be on one accord, you know, be good partners. But at a certain point, it's like, what are we doing? Now, I don't know. We don't know what, you know, her side of the story is, or what she feels about marriage and their relationship, because this all kind of came out at the same time when they were performing, and it was some reference in his song, in his verse about a ring, and she was like showing her. It was kind of like, you know, so it kind of all became like, did you see Big Sean, you know, play Jhene AIko on stage, or she looked at him crazy? So this kind of crazy how this stuff aligns, like that come out, and then it'd be crazy. But I think the reality of it is, as women, we have to set the standard that this is what it is, this is what I require, this is what I want, and I'm not going to do certain things unless this standard is met, which is marriage. I'm not going to be the mother of your child until we are married. I'm not going to do certain things until we are married. Now, I truly believe that you have to be carrying yourself like a wife, conduct yourself like a wife, behave, have a wife mentality to even make that a stance. Because a lot of women are like, I'm not one unless you marry me. You have to be worthy of him wanting to make you his wife. Let's not forget that. You can set the standard for sure, but you have to measure up to what you want. Are you really fully ready to be a wife? Do you possess those qualities? Do you have that mindset, that mentality? But you have to set the standard. Now, again, she was married before. I don't know if I think she was married for a short amount of time, to be quite. I think it was very short. So I don't know. Maybe she's not pressing it because of her past divorce. And that's what happens too. You kind of go through divorce, a bad breakup, whatever. So you're like, well, I'm cool. It's not that big of a deal. I think women also feed off what men say because they don't want to look too pressed. A couple that got married recently, that I saw a woman in her stories like answering questions, and she was like, they asked a question like, well, you know, what made you want to be a wife? And she was like, well, I never cared too much about being a wife. I never pressed it. I think that's why he wanted to marry me more. And I'm like, baby, that's not a flex. Don't let these women think that that's how they operate. Well, I ain't never wanted it. It wasn't that big of a deal. I never questioned him about it. I never asked him about it. So I think that's why he wanted to marry me more. No, that's bad advice. That is bad. Everybody doesn't work out that way, you know. Not setting a standard, because again, we don't press a man about marriage, but we'll press him about when we gonna have a baby. Make it make sense, ladies. Make it make sense. So you set the standard. Now again, we don't know how she feels, and this could be on target to how the both of them feel. But like I said, what I got from that interview and what I heard was, I don't plan to marry her. I could ride this out. We could do life together. We could be cool. We could be best friends. We could be booze, babies, whatever. But being husband and wife, I'm good on that. That is what I took from the conversation, and that really does sadden me, because again, as people of color, we have to value marriage more when we are creating a family. You create a family because now they are a family. They have a child together. We're family. So why not value this family enough to say, let's just do it? If you've been rocking for 9 years, why not get married? That shows that y'all can, you know, you can withstand each other. Y'all can do life together. So why not just make it official? And for me, I know that they have you know, these are celebrities, so they have money, they have things, they might have things in order that, you know, that they don't have certain worries per se if something happens. I get it, but there's nothing like showing up with your wife, showing up with your husband. There's nothing like it. Nothing. So I just think men know. Men very much know. And unfortunately, what will happen, a man will know year 1 or 2 that, yeah, we great. I like her. I love her. But she ain't really gonna be my wife. And that might be, I don't know, it could be something that you possess, something that you show him in the beginning, that like, yeah. But I'm really curious, because I'm just like, Jhene girl, why he don't want to marry you? What's up with you, sis? What, like, how you be acting? And I'm not on here to blame and put this on her, but I'm just really curious that he does not, in that contract, it did not sound like he wants to marry her. So I'm wondering, why not? Why not? Is it your projection? Have you dealt with heartbreak in the past that you're like, yeah, I'm not doing that? I don't think I've ever heard of him proposing to anybody before. You know, so I don't think so. But Big Sean, come in the comments, let me know what's up. Why you're not marrying her? Why are y'all not married? Why you're not, you know, why is it we still figuring it out? So I don't know, let me know in the comments what y'all think. What you heard, was it what I heard as well, or did you hear something different? Now, I do wish them the best. I do sincerely hope that they can figure it out and solidify their family and make their family a one blended family under God. I honestly do. That is my hope for all couples who are trying to figure things out. You can do it. You can do it. If you both want it, it takes effort, it takes time, it takes work. You can do it. But let me know in the comments what y'all think. Drop it down below. Be sure to subscribe. Again, subscribe to the channel, like this video, share it out, comment, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next episode. Bye.